Hey everybody. I know this is, well, it's not a week late, but it's about 4 or 5 days late. I thought I'd give you my review on The Amazing Spider-Man, the new movie. Now, in case some of you have not seen it yet, I'm not going to give too much away, but I have to say it was very good. As far as I know, it's grossed a lot more money than expected. It's, I think, #1 at the box office. And some people are saying that it's better than the Avengers movie was, and now all they have to do is wait and see how it does against The Dark Knight Rises, which comes out a week from today. But I saw it this past Sunday with my mom and my now 17-year-old nephew. My mom treated him to the movie, so the thing was, she originally just wanted to see it in 2D, regular theater version. But when we tried to get into that theater, which was at the Regal Theaters in Modesto, that theater was packed. I mean, packed to the rafters. The only seats were like, well, you have to look straight up at the screen. We didn't want that. So we decided to exchange the tickets for 3D tickets for the 4:30 showing, which was 3D. We had a little bit of an adventure here and there, a little bit of an adventure, if you will. Basically, because that was packed before we decided on the 3D version, we thought, oh, well, maybe we could do it this way, maybe we could go see this, maybe we could go see that. But we just decided all together, let's just do 3D. And that's what we did. We went, like I said, we had a little bit of an adventure there too, because when we went inside, we went to go get our snacks. We went and bought a big tub of popcorn, big large one, 2 medium sodas and a large soda. Well, basically what happened, short story real quickly, was we ended up getting the popcorn and my mom accidentally knocks it, because here I have the popcorn like this, I have her jacket on my other arm, but I have the popcorn like this, trying to hold it, and she's trying to get the money out a little bit of some change, and she accidentally knocks it out of my hand. Now, it's not entirely her fault, it's both our faults, because I wasn't holding it correctly, and I guess she was trying to dig into her wallet or a purse, something like that, to get the money out. So anyway, after that, and we also got my nephew a box of sour Skittles. After that, we went into theater and saw the movie, and I thought it was very good. All three of us loved the 3D, thought it was a lot better. My mom thought it was a lot better than the 3D you got in Brave, that we saw with Brave. But overall, I thought it was very, very good. Yeah, there's no doubt that the story, you could tell right off the bat, is a lot darker and grittier than the previous ones. And that the main focus that the director wanted to do is there. I mean, when it was announced that the movie was going to happen and the new director was taking over, basically he wanted to focus more on Peter being in high school and everything, and that's exactly what he did. I mean, unlike the first original film, which came out 10 years before, where you're like, okay, Peter's in high school, he graduates, now he's at the Daily Bugle, blah, blah, blah. He's at Empire State. All that situation right there. And it was like they stayed truer. To me, what it was that those were good. I mean, these 3 films here, which I'm going to point out to you, these 3 films here, they were good. Don't get me wrong, these 3 were good. But the thing was, the first one there in 2002 didn't stay. I mean, it stayed true, but not completely. This one was a little bit more true to the origins. But it did take its liberties here and there. What I mean by its liberties is, instead of kind of exploring how Peter took advantage of being Spider-Man and the new strengths and stuff that he had, and going into wrestling to make money and all that, they instead they decided to go another way with it. Now, they do kind of reference how he got the idea for the mask and all that. They did reference that, and they referenced the wrestling aspect of it, but not like the first film. not like the first film. Now, here's the thing about this too. Like I said, it takes its liberties with certain situations. One of the liberties it takes is with Gwen Stacy. Now, they do follow origin-wise and chronologically that Gwen was the first love interest. Now, with that said, unless they change something in the Marvel Universe, and this is just a tiny bit of a spoiler, Gwen is not supposed to know Peter and Spider-Man are one and the same. She's not supposed to know that. No, instead, as far as the comics go, and this is for any die-hard fans of the comic book itself, and have read it from cover to cover, have read the paperbacks, have read the trade paperbacks, have read the reprints and all that, the novelizations and everything. Everybody pretty much knows that Gwen doesn't know Peter and Spider-Man are one and the same. But here she does. And that might get some people. That might upset some people because that's kind of taking liberties. But then again, unless Marvel has changed something in the Spider-Man universe that we don't know of, so be it. I mean, I can understand that nowadays in comic book movies you gotta have a female love interest at least know the identity of the hero, at least know who it is. But still, it kind of takes liberties there. And I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I had to explain to my mom and my nephew that in the comics she doesn't know. So, again, that was one liberty that I'm pretty sure if you're a die-hard comic book fan and a die-hard Spider-Man fan, you would find kind of upsetting. Overall, though, the movie was good. Overall, besides that and a few other liberties they took, the movie was good. I mean, they gave all the characters that needed development. They gave him and needed time, needed development and time. They gave him that opportunity. They gave him that opportunity to shine and really be themselves. They gave him more opportunity. They basically gave him more screen time, like Uncle Ben by Martin Sheen, Aunt May by Sally Field. They really gave, overall they did basically more of a closer origin-based story than the first film 10 years, than the other film 10 years ago. So, again, not to give much away, everything was good. 3D was good. They did a great job on the Lizard. I thought he would be more like what you see in the comics and in the cartoon, but instead they made him more realistic, like I've said before in the past with other things, trying to go for that more realistic, real-world feel. So, overall the movie was good. Definitely highly recommend you go and see it, especially in 3D. I mean, it makes you feel like you're really swinging with him. And that's all I'm going to say. Comment down below, tell me what you think. And again, that's my review on Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man movie. A 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, the reason for the 9.5 is because of the liberties they do take. And I'm sure, again, like I said, some die-hard comic book fans and Spider-Man comic book fans will have an issue with what I mentioned. Maybe not. So, that's all I'm going to say, and I'll talk to you all later.